McIntosh, Bully Bobby Casey with career high 16 saves today. Ryan Tierney with career high 6 goals, 8 points. Coach Tierney, whenever you're ready, comment on today's game.
I don't know if I could put into words, if you were just in our locker room, it probably would tell the story. It was just a release of pressure that has been going on, maybe for 2 months, maybe since we walked off the field at Villanova. We've had some people go through this, so it's not just Hofstra men's lacrosse, but this year we had run into some tough luck, you know, balls not bouncing our way, some really wacky injuries, guys stepping up, young guys stepping up. You know, the last 2 games that we played, they're for men. They're not for boys. They're for men. There's 2 teams out there that are trying to kill each other. And for us to win in overtime, to believe that you can win in overtime after taking L's in the last 6 out of 7, I don't know where these guys get that. They dug down deep and they believed. You know, we came out at halftime. That's been a little bit of an issue for us. We scored 2 right away, tied up. They go up, and it was one after another. You know, Dylan McIntosh, his jaw was wired shut, and he couldn't do a thing for us. And today he scores probably not the biggest goal, but a huge goal for us, because we got bigger games coming down the road. But he was so hard on himself after last week. You know, he had an opportunity to probably have 2 game-winning goals, right? Okay, we're not going back. And I'm just so proud of him after what he has been through. Bobby Casey, I mean, 16 saves, and we needed every one of them. And then certainly the guy to my right, oof. I mean, that's a game. 6-2 against Isaac Paparo, who is, he's a defenseman of the year in our league. And this guy lights it up for 8 points. And we needed every one. I look at the stat sheet. You know, the stat sheet is always for the losing coach. You want to find out how you lost, and it usually tells a story. We outshot UMass 40-39, and that's what it was. Right? There's a lot of crazy stats out there, but we outshot them by 1, and we needed that last one, and it was a hell of a look. Ryan and D-Mac probably now, since a camp called the Committed Games years ago at Hofstra, they're talking without speaking. Their chemistry has been in lockstep, and I'm awfully proud of. If I could bring every one of the guys downstairs today, I would. And we also have to keep things in perspective. We won a lacrosse game today against a very good team, and we'll enjoy it tonight. These guys have earned that. They'll enjoy it tonight, and then we're going to play another very good lacrosse team next week. This is the CAA. You just keep punching until you can't punch no more. Questions?
Coach, what does this win mean in regards to the CAA race to the playoffs?
Well, I don't, maybe you guys can tell me, I don't know what happened today in regard to we're only 2 weeks in, so we can't really decide. There's a lot of lacrosse left. It always comes down to tiebreakers and who's got enough guys standing. You know, our guys, it means an awful lot. You know what it does? We've been playing and practicing without confidence, but without the belief that we could do this for the last couple of weeks. What today gives us is that belief, and now we'll go into Monday's practice, and we'll fix us on Monday, and then Tuesday through Friday we'll start to learn about Delaware, and then Friday we'll drive down to Delaware and play on Saturday. But it allows the confidence word and the belief word to kind of set in.
Now, this is for Bobby, Ryan, and Dylan. You know, you guys talked about going into the season a mindset of turnpike toughness. Can you just talk about how this game reflects that type of toughness and that heart you guys showed throughout this, being down and then coming through and really showing up those last 2 quarters, just not giving up and able to pull away with this big win?
I mean, just like Coach C said, it's extremely tough for a team to go out there in overtime against arguably the best team in our conference. And after everything that's happened to us this year, 3-7, I think we were. It takes a mental toughness to go out there in overtime and say that we're going to win this game. And the guy to the left of me and to the right of me and the rest of the guys on that field, once we went man up, I was sitting in the crease and I knew exactly, what was going to happen, that we were going to win this game.
You got
Yeah, like Bobby said, coming into this being 3-7, I mean, going into overtime, we just have to trust in each other. Like Coach said, every single day at practice, we have energy, we're having fun, we're giving it all out there. And when it comes overtime, we have confidence. And I think that showed today. Bobby makes a save, we go on offense, go man up, and we win.
I don't think the game had much to do with the word turnpike, the way we use it. I think it's our season. We stayed positive throughout the whole season. We've had some downs and some injuries that have taken out our best opportunities of winning. And I would say the 5:30 runs in the fall, that's where we learn the turnpike toughness. I think today is just what we get out of it.
Ryan, you had 6 goals today, but also Bobby on the other end was making incredible saves. Do those go hand in hand? Like when you see him making these saves, does that motivate you to play better offensively as well?
Yeah, of course. The more time we have on offense, the better. And Bob was giving us more seconds every time. Every save he was making, he was getting it up and out. We were 21 for 22 clearing. We messed up 1 in the first play of the game, and then we were perfect after that. Those saves allowed us to get the ball and get opportunities to score.
Dylan, on the last shot, have you guys worked with that play before? Have you been the guy they chose to score that goal? And what was really going through your mind when you scored the goal?
Well, I mean, whenever we go man up, I like to do that. I like to get that cut. And obviously, my job is just playing on the crease, right? And Ryan talked about eyes for me. And when we're cycling the ball, we try to get to White, and Ryan saw me.
And then just before that, Bobby, an incredible save, right? They had that first possession there in the overtime period, and you come up huge. And it was kind of that same play. They scored 2 goals on that before earlier in the game, where they kind of started Connolly from behind, and then they did that athletic jump move and trying to get a goal there from behind the cage. Was that something that you were expecting them to do at that point in time? Like, did you see it coming?
In the corner of my eyes, I kind of saw that you didn't have someone in the spot or ready to go. And as a goalie, when you look into the eyes of the shooter, you know exactly what he's doing. If his eyes are upfield, he's passing. And his eyes lit up like deer in headlights. And I knew that he was looking to go there. And like you said, they tucked one in on me, I think, in the second quarter on a cut like that, top left. So I was just ready to explode my top hand and try to get that ball up now, because I knew if I was able to get it to the other side of the field, that these guys were going to take care of business.
Dylan, when you're diving as you did in that late goal in regulation, what's going through your head when you're falling to the ground about to shoot?
Well, we needed a goal, right? So all I was thinking about was putting the ball in the net and in the game. So it's the only thing that matters to me.
Coach,
Yeah.
7 for 23 on face-offs today. You're about to face a Delaware team that right now is first in the CAA. They did win their game today. What's the plan to kind of change that, tweak that in this upcoming week?
You sure know how to ruin a party. We have things rolling here, and then you just brought up the worst part. We love Brian Herbert. He battled today. The stats say 7 for 23, but the stats say 10-9 Hofstra. And with that being said, we know what we're facing with Delaware. Again, you're 100% right to ask that question. We'll get back to work. This will inspire Brian. The ball, when you don't win that many faceoffs, you can only get possession after a stop. So that's where things become a little bit difficult, and that's where our defense came to play. And one of you guys brought it up. Today was teamwork. We've struggled with it where we've made a good play defensively and we haven't capitalized offensively, or we got a goal offensively and then we jumped at the face-off X and we couldn't link things together. But today was a heavyweight bout of just 2 teams just swinging at each other.
Ryan, what was the when the game's tied there near the end of the regulation, what's the entire feeling among you guys? You think, all right, we're tied and we're gonna get this game now, or what do you think?
There's never a loss of belief on our team. You know, like we've been down, we've gone through the worst. There's always belief that we can come back. There's always belief that we can win, no matter what the score is, no matter how much time's left on the clock. We have a positive year. You know, we've kept a positive mindset. So I believe there was always belief from the start of the game to the end of the game that we could win that game.
And dealing with what you've been through with the injury, you know, what does it mean to you that you scored the game-winning goal?
Feels pretty good. It's good to get one, get it back on, you know. And when I was out, it just made me hungry to get back, especially hearing that I'll be back in time for CAAs. Truly, the time that matters. It motivated me like crazy. Made sure I was coming back in shape, and yeah, ready to go.
For the players, Sterling goes down, and you guys get that huge win for him. How great does it feel to get that, get those big plays for someone who got injured?
Feels great. Yeah, feels great.
I
know how he feels.
We got he knows how we felt because we tried to get wins for him when he was out.
Yeah.
We've had a parade of injuries, and for those hurt guys, they were just as big a part of this than anything. And hopefully Sterling's okay. We need him. We need everybody. We got a couple of guys in boots and slings and things like that. We got to get everybody back.
I was just going to ask if you have any updates on Sterling from when they're
I saw his shoulder was wrapped up. He took one hell of a pop, and well, I'll get a report, sometime tonight, after they do a better read on him, and we'll see.
So, Coach, do you think this win saved your CAA season? Because 0-2 is tough. So few games.
I don't think it saved it. Again, you're right in saying it's only a 5-game season. It's almost, it's a unique sport, and especially when your conference season is only 5 games. So I can't argue with saying that it saved it. Certainly, we would probably, to guarantee a spot, we would have to run the last 3. But right now, again, like I said, I can't be happier for our guys. They got what they worked for. They got what they deserved today. Sometimes you don't get what you deserve. Today they got what they deserved. They'll enjoy it, and then we're going to go back to practice, and we're going to learn about a very good Delaware team that can put some points on the board and obviously face off, right? Remember that, pal? Okay, good to go. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.